How's it? I'm Honan.
I am the ghost of Bekah.
If you guys see here, I haven't decided yet. I will in editing if it's a picture of her dog or a picture of her bias that is in the square above me. But today we are doing something very special. We are catching up on all the Mamamoo solos, which means each member from Mamamoo had a solo released, and it was within the span of like a month of each other. It seems like that they did
Pretty
all
much.
this. Yeah, like Wheein's to Moonbyul's is a 4 day difference, which is kind of crazy. It would have been awesome to see if them have like the battle on M Countdown or something, but I don't think that happened. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
think the
what came out at the
logistics.
time.
Yeah. I don't think RBW would do that, like having
Hmm.
three of their soloists at the same time.
I do know personally still, Moonbyul is my favorite Mamamoo member, but I do feel Hwasa has released my favorite solo sound out of all of them so
Mm.
far. Between
hmm
as because Maria is like a masterpiece, I feel like.
Yeah. And Twit,
Mm.
lest we forget, her first one. That was one of the first like Mamamoo songs adjacent that I ever heard. I saw Twit and loved it, and then I got into Go Go Bebe because it was around the same time. And
And
then I fell in love with Solar and became a Solar bias.
it's funny. It's interesting. I feel like unlike most groups where I started with one bias and I switched over time and stuff, I've consistently always liked Moonbyul from Mamamoo. It's never switched. It's interesting. I do know that Hwasa though has come very close because her music is so good. Like I said, but I'm kind of trying to think it might be her voice kind of just lends better to being a solo artist. I feel like she might have the most distinct tone out of all of them as far as like being by
Yeah, they
herself.
all have very, very distinct tones, I think, because like Moonbyul obviously has that deep voice, and
Yeah.
Wheein has like the epitome of the phrase honey vocals, and then
Yeah.
Solar just has such a powerful voice. But I kind of agree that Hwasa has that solo star that she could hold her own.
For sure.
Um, Wheein's like just
Wheein, so people know, is my favorite tone of vocal from Mamamoo. So it is interesting still.
yeah,
Never bias wrecked though in Mamamoo. Still don't know why.
she she's a bit of a bias record for me because I do love her vocals. I really love when Wheein and Solar harmonize as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's them as a group in general. I've never heard a K-pop group. Maybe Red Velvet Harmony sometimes, but like Mamamoo harmonies live performance wise are
yeah.
like the best I've heard in all of
Yeah, like
K-pop.
their Killing Voice video, their performances on Queendom, that performance of I Miss You, like, oh, it's
Yeah.
so good.
Well, I do know in general I have an expectation for Hwasa's solo because I feel like she always delivers a certain vibe that others quite haven't delivered in K-pop yet. Maybe I like she did stuff with Jessie before, right? Am I remembering correctly?
Yeah, she did Refund Sisters with Jessie, oh, don't come at me, Jungwa and Lee Hyori.
Hmm, that's what I'm remembering. That's
That was fun.
so. This is I'm a Hwasa solo. Gonna check this out, and then I'll have to tell Goran all about it. He's unfortunately is not in the U.S. with me right now to see this, but I
Mhm.
will link it to him after I find out how cool it is. This is Hwasa Ima. Well, that's a start.
Someone just gave birth. I feel like shows very like story driven MVs, which is fun.
Gordon's gonna be sad he missed this one. I can already tell.
Oh, 100%. But whose fault is that?
누가 날 감히 예뻐해준대 Sunny look give me likes 내가 좀 지를 맞지 세상에 미쳐 돌아간 건지 Bless you God, bless you bros 내가 줄게 잡히 Life is so incredible 내가 미쳐 떨어져 나의 죄는 beautiful baby Life is not so terrible 울지 마
She looks amazing in this, and it's not just because she has short hair.
I was wondering how long it would be before you said something.
savage, tell me am I crazy? 모든 게 다 뻔해주기보다 싫은데 나의 맘속에서 불이 날 때 난 꿈속에서 금이 될게
It's almost got like a gorilla style bass line.
Yeah.
어떤 게 영원할 순 없다지 My might feel, my believe 잃지 않기를 바래 한마디로 난 제정신아냐 Yet so far I'm alive You should stay with me by my side Life is so incredible 내가 미쳐도록
This pre-chorus is so catchy.
Life is not so terrible 울지 못해 웃어줘 앞쪽에서 It's cause I'm bad 지금이야 I'm savage Tell me am I crazy 모든 게 다 뻔해주기보다 싫은데 It's cause I'm bad 나의 맘속에서 불이 날 때 It's cause I'm bad 난 꿈속에서 금이 될게 Cause no I'm
Okay. Was not expecting the Zhenchuan breakdown in the middle of the song.
Yeah, it's so long since I watched the MD. I kind of forgot about this part.
의미가 없다면 문이 없는 집에 답답해 숨 좀 쉬고 싶어 난 너 더 이상 끌려다니기
Trying to figure out how many outfit changes are in this one video.
Massive after that.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's still not over. So in the beginning of this, I paraphrased saying that I had never been bias ranked by a member of Mamamoo. I think I just was while filming a video.
I mean, yeah, Hwasa has that power.
There's a lot to break down in that. Like, I think she even like made a play on how thirsty people were gonna be watching this video in the water bottles.
Oh yeah,
But-
Hwasa's like very aware.
That pre-chorus is so catchy in the song. I would argue pre-choruses tend to be like the catchiest part of K-pop songs most of the time. They're usually
agree.
what really sells them.
Yeah.
But this is one of those times where sometimes you get let down by the chorus after how catchy the pre-chorus was. She had an like equally catchy chorus in this song, just that kept you in it, which I
Yeah.
really enjoyed. Outfit changes, there's so many I couldn't even like comprehend the whole time, but the set behind her when she has like the black outfit on, they all do, and it's a bit like Enter the Dragon feeling in the background and stuff. That's one of the coolest sets I've seen in a video. It had such a cool, it's a real set, you know, nothing was digital about it. Yeah, I don't even know what it's the song is. This song's the solid like 9 out of 10 for me, maybe a 10 out of 10. I enjoyed like every aspect of that song. There's not anything I can think of to say bad about it.
Yeah, I think for me it was like an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It just, I don't remember exactly. It could have just been when it came out. Like it blew past me a bit, and I kind of rediscovered it a bit later. Like I was like, oh yeah, Hwasa came out with a thing, but it is really enjoyable. It definitely made my playlist.
Yeah, her vibe consistently always comes through in her solo work. Like sometimes people are trying to create a persona or something in their solo music separate from their group, I feel like hers is very solidified, and it's always perfectly expressed in her music videos. I feel like this was maybe the best I've even seen her do it yet. Like Maria was amazing as well, of course, but this, like, the whole video song matched so perfectly in this one for me. I'll have to listen to Maria again, because Maria is a confirmed like 10 out of 10 song in K-pop. You know, it's like, it's hard to compare. Yeah,
Maria and like that whole, like, I don't know if it was a mini or an EP or what the exact classification was, but it was so good.
Yeah,
because I liked the music video, I liked the song, I liked the performance, I liked the like meaning behind it and everything.
Hwasa and Taeyeon for me are like the two most like consistent solo artists doing music outside of their groups, which at this point Taeyeon is really just a solo artist whose group hasn't done anything for a very long time. But I definitely feel Hwasa's consistency at this point. Like, I've never seen one of her solo things and felt like disappointed by it so far.
Don't bring that up about Taeyeon, because, like, you know, we just had the 21 thing at Coachella, and like all we need is SNSD to do something.
Oh, I've been waiting for that.
2022 will be the year of second gen returns.
I've been waiting for a Girls' Generation comeback forever now, since we started this.
Said that they have something planned for their 15th anniversary.
Hopefully it's a cool comeback. I do think Lil Touch was an underrated comeback that flew over everyone's radar, but
I agree, but that's probably because they didn't promote it.
Yeah. As far as this though, yeah, I have a feeling this is gonna be my favorite out of the four of these, because like I said, stylistically I have always preferred Hwasa's solo style, and this, to me, she nailed it again.
That's true. I'm not gonna tell you which one's my favorite until the end.
Okay. I'll try to predict which one's your favorite before you tell me. It's interesting though, yeah, I have to. Hwasa's short hair in this comeback and everything is like, this was perfectly designed to bias wreck me, but Moonbyul may take my heart right back when we see her video. So what we have next is what I believe is in chronological order of release, is Wheein, Make Me Happy.
Yep.
And that one, yeah, it is the soonest one after Hwasa's, yes, January 16th. And this one looks a very different vibe just from the image alone here. I don't know if there's anything before the salt starts that you want to tell me about it, or should we just go for it?
No, we can just go for it.
All right, so this now is Wheein, Make Me Happy.
Would there be a
내게 갇힌 듯한 in your eyes 너의 poker face oh I don't know your mind.
Did every member of Mamamoo collude to have short hair for all these comebacks together?
How you Solar did not.
Okay.
That is a good Wheein is like the quiet ninja who comes in and just
Yeah, the breathiness tone she has is so perfect.
Yeah. She's always, I feel like, been the quietest one of them. Where she's insanely talented and gorgeous. But
bass is great in both tracks.
너를
a really cool set design.
It's a cool mix of like real and some of them feel way more like play than
Yeah, it's a mix of real set and CG.
Yeah.
It's cool. Oh man, that tone.
that look.
Isn't that higher harmony with her own voice? It sounds so cool.
I love the visual of like just the purple.
Wow.
Completely different vibe.
That's no, of course it's always a very different vibe with Wheein. Just like auto connected to BTS Pied Piper there for a moment. Hold on, let me. Yeah, it's always a very different vibe. I feel like with Wheein's music. But I'm trying to remember. Was it called Blue? You know the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, watercolor.
Watercolor. Yeah. I remember her voice in all her comebacks when she has like her higher register that she uses. That's what, like when her voice is my favorite, because it becomes so breathy, but it's so like pleasant to listen to. There's something
That's what
about
I think
it.
of that's why I say she has like honey vocals, because it's just what it sounds like to me, is like just smooth and sweet and like, yeah, she's so good. Like she really I mean, like you said, Wheein probably is my favorite. Yeah, it's hard to say because Solar is just really good, but like Wheein, she's just like sneaky little ninja, comes in and just like
She
or just like
completes Mamamoo's tone like in their songs, because when you get Solar and Hwasa like do a lot of really power oriented vocals in Mamamoo, and then Wheein will come in and do this like really perfect breathy tone with them that it just completes it as a package together.
Yes. I'm glad that she's getting her chance to like shine and stand out and do her own thing, because like I remember watching some of her like dance covers, and I've seen her do like live vocals obviously and stuff, and like she's so talented. And I know she's had issues with like anxiety and stuff that maybe held her back a bit, but it seems like she's starting to come out of her own, like come out of her shell and like come into her own and be like figure out who she is as an artist. And
yeah,
that can only spell doom for the rest of us.
Both of these comebacks are really good. I do prefer Hwasa's still so far, just because I feel like that was totally like the style I enjoyed the most.
Yeah. Wheein is like just light and energy, and I love that.
Yeah, they are very fun to listen to together because they're so different, not even remotely the same vibe, so they work really good. It's like a Sour Patch Kid, like first I'm sour then I'm sweet of music, basically. Like that's the best analogy I could think of. I'm sorry.
I don't think we'll have that same opposite feeling for Moonbyul and Solar. I think they're not as opposite as those two.
Well, but I feel like Moonbyul, what's interesting with her solo stuff, which rightfully so, she tends to bring a little bit more of her singing into it. In Mamamoo, she's so always rap oriented. So which
just shows that like she could be like a vocalist in probably any group, but because she's in Mamamoo, like she doesn't get it as much of a chance to sing, which is a shame because she is very good as well.
She could be a main vocalist in another group, but she's unfortunately surrounded by like some of the best vocalists in general in her group.
It's kind of like Dami from Dreamcatcher. When she sings, like, watch out, baby.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think it was Dami did was part of a cover of a song recently where she hit like high notes and stuff. It was insane.
Yeah, I heard her do a cover of IU's 23 where she sang really good.
That might have been it. But yeah, I think Moonbyul is like that, where she can sing really well. She just doesn't as much because like how can you when you're
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, Moonbyul's rap in Mamamoo is another one of those things that completes the whole sound. Because I
Yes.
feel like her rap is a really good break from all the vocals going on and melody happening in the song, where she gives you this kind of really... What is the word I'm looking for? It's like she raps so quick, it almost feels like a drum sometimes in their music. So it really breaks you up from all the melody happening.
I agree.
So we got... Oh, dude, the image for this looks really cool.
Yeah.
I want
remember
that
I've
jacket.
Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Okay.
I'll say it's different in vibe than Eclipse was.
Okay. Eclipse is my favorite, and I think arguably Eclipse from Moonbyul is like one of those things that competes with Hwasa's solo comebacks to
That's
me.
fair.
But
I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm just saying it's different. It's a different vibe than Eclipse. Like, it's not that Dark Side of the Moon type.
gotcha. Yeah, Hwasa, after I said and so confidently in the beginning of this that I've never been bias wrecked, really almost got me there. So Moonbyul's gonna bring
I
it
feel
back.
like if Wheein was ever to do a concept like Hwasa does, it would be over.
I could
It would
see
be
that.
ending. Like, I don't think we could handle it.
My favorite vocal tone doing that concept would probably really end all of us. So this is Moonbyul Lunatic. Ooh, this sounds interesting. Oh, okay.
나 특이한 걸까 뭐 때문에 버릇인 걸 잘 알지만 control 할 수가 없잖아 When I was young 그때부터 우리 아마도 포기했어 척하면 다 알아들어
Red hair really suits her, but I might just be saying that because I love Honan with the red hair and cherry orange as well. It's just one of my favorites.
You getting wrapped by Honan is a triumph.
I do think I've heard parts of this song before. I think I've definitely heard that MBTI line there. It's very happy and catchy.
I know. I was kind of surprised the first time I heard it.
Her and Hwasa's pre-courses are so catchy.
I find it very catchy.
It's funny because she still has her very I'm a badass visuals going on, but it's a very cheerful feeling song.
Yeah. I like that she was playing on the lunatic moon whole thing, like, cause
Yeah.
it's a fun pun.
I must say, red hair, green eye contact visuals, it can never go wrong in K-pop. I've never seen it not work. It's still effective.
I like that she has like the red on her eyes too, because it kind of makes her look a little crazier.
The bass is so on point in all three of these numbers. So I definitely hadn't seen that video, but I'm pretty sure in the lives I had. Oh, hold on, there's still something.
Have we shared the song?
This I've seen. Solar vs. Moonbyul part change.
Oh, who shared
Which
that? I was
had-
gonna share it, but then I was like, no.
Had part of the song in it.
Yeah. Who did
But
that?
that's why I do, because that part's so catchy. I wouldn't forget hearing that.
Well, that means you've heard part of Solar's as well.
Have I? I don't remember if I've heard. Oh, then I
'Cause
probably
it's in
have.
there.
Okay, well, I've only heard part, because the whole song I didn't remember hearing, because there were parts of that Moonbyul song I definitely hadn't come across.
Mhm.
Especially
That
the
must have
rap
been when I wasn't
section
there.
wasn't familiar to me.
Mm-hmm.
But that was cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
the video was really well done. I think so far I would say Hwasa, Moonbyul, Wheein in that order
Mm-hmm.
are the most interesting ones to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I like Lunatic. It's very catchy. It's very like I like the blah 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 part. I think that's very fun.
It's just like Hwasa's had a perfect pre-chorus into a perfect chorus that continued a really catchy vibe off of it. Moonbyul's chorus was just as catchy as the pre-chorus in that song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
I like that it wasn't overplayed either, like that part, because that could be very repetitive of like the blah 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 blah. Like I feel like that could get very annoying very easily, but it's very catchy. I think I liked it maybe more than I liked Eclipse. I'm not sure. I need to listen to both of them again.
That's hard to say. I think Eclipse is one of the best solo K-pop songs
I like
out
Eclipse, but like I feel like it. I don't know. It's like maybe to me sometimes it feels like it's trying too hard in a way, but I do really enjoy the song.
Yeah, it's very. I would not have predicted that song from Moonbyul. It was very cheerful. It never felt like anything was supposed to like be bringing you down in the song or anything. It was always very upbeat, very cheerful. Where the visuals still had her vibe going on the whole time, but the audio is interesting. I would have predicted maybe like Wheein would have come out with that song or something, not Moonbyul. It was the other way around.
I could see that being more of a Wheein thing. I think I like I've said before, I don't really like listening to teasers and stuff, so like I was surprised with Moonbyul, because like you hear songs called Lunatic and it's from Buell, and you know she did the Dark Side of the Moon thing before, so she went like dark and edgy, so you think it's gonna be something like that, but then it is like bizarrely bright. I would say it's not necessarily like cutesy, but I would say bright.
No, it wasn't cutesy. It was really upbeat. She still, plus her rap section still was kind of like a bit of a power rap part of the song, and she kind of switched the vibe up on you a little bit, but easily brought it back, because that pre-chorus is so catchy. When she brought you back into that out of the rap section, it worked really effectively. Hers is definitely one that I would say is the catchiest out of them all. Like if you heard it in the background, you'd just start tapping to it, right away. But I still, Hwasa's whole video mixed with song was super effective. I'm interested in Solar's. I don't remember hearing any of Honey in that.
I mean, it was
I
in
must
this.
have.
I mean, it's a part change, so yeah.
Interesting.
I'm really curious
still
when
the
that
videos always add so much more that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, I do think I have
know
heard.
That, like, I know you'd heard parts of Hwasa's as well, because like, especially in some of I know I shared a few like year and mega mixes and that kind of thing.
Oh, those mega mashups. See, then it's harder to remember because they mash like different audios together, so they have like the different MIDI track going on in the background and stuff. So, yeah, I didn't remember Hwasa's like it was when we just checked it out. So, Solar, Honey, I am Solar's videos. I would say, what is the right word? Are usually like the most risque, I guess, is the right word for it.
They can be.
Yeah.
She knows what she's about.
Yeah, I would say Solar might be the first one I remember as we were checking things out in lives and everything, where she did like the Mnet performance where she had like the pole dancing and stuff. I think she's the first idol I remember like seeing go that far, like with
Yeah, she learned
performance
pole
and everything.
dancing for Egotistic, and then they did it for Mama, and then she just seemed to be continuing to study it on her own.
Mm.
Um, which
And
obviously, because like I said, she's my like she's up there in my top idols, period. I find her just very fun, and I watch her YouTube occasionally, like her channel, not all the time, but she does a lot of cool stuff. She always seems to be like trying new things.
yeah, Solar
Um,
Sido, right? Yeah, I actually have
yeah,
seen some of the. I
yeah.
remember
Like I
I've
know
seen some of the dance
for
covers on there. That I think that's what's making me remember. the...
oh yeah. Like when they did Aya, like she wanted to experiment with what it was like to have a unibrow. And like for spit it out, she was like fully ready to shave her head, but her like I think the CEO was like, no, no, don't do that. Um,
her voice, even though Wheein has my favorite tone, I would say her voice is like the most important aspect of Mamamoo's tone because it's
mhm.
those power notes happen so often in Mamamoo,
I
and
think
Solar's the one who really hits those notes.
Solar is probably the reason they can't sing with like backing tracks because she just
Yeah.
blows all of the audio levels.
Oh, the
Um,
actual level of her voice, yeah, like how loud.
yeah, like she just like you know, yeah.
Well,
That
it's
she did
even
like
in
a
the
cover of Speechless
ballads.
from Aladdin, and she just like yeah.
Solar doesn't have like a mellow point. I feel like even in the ballads, like when they go for it, her voice just completely takes over the
Yeah.
mix when it happens. It's like
Yeah. I think she can. I mean, she can blend in and harmonize and stuff, but she also just gives off that vibe of like she just loves what she does. She loves
yeah,
singing and she loves performing, and I think that is really important too. Kind of like Wendy from Red Velvet, where I know we talked about how like when Wendy performs, she just leaves it all on the stage. I don't think Solar's quite there, but she just seems to enjoy doing stuff, which
I
I
can
like.
agree with that take on Windy because when I saw Red Velvet live,
Yeah.
Windy really you could tell like she left nothing. You know, like
Hmm.
it was she performed with her whole heart out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say before we continue to the Solar MV, when I was watching Moonbyul's, I really want to see her and Dami do like
Yes. That would be
wear a
so fun.
badass like video together. You know, like I don't
Yeah.
they it should happen. It would be so cool. Their
I
styles
think
would
like
mesh.
any Mamamoo Dreamcatcher crossover would be amazing.
Yeah.
Because then you have Sua and Solar, the queens of the dolphin laugh.
Oh, I couldn't even
Um,
imagine like the energy of that. Just Sue and
they
so
would
I don't think anyone could drink enough caffeine
they
to
could
handle
break the
that.
sound they could break all sound barriers with their squeaky laughs. Because Solar, I know you talked about Sua. Solar has one too. The
Does
dolphin,
she?
like yeah, yeah,
I'm trying to get because Sua's like I've never gotten used to it in any like
mm-hmm,
compilation video we watch. It's just it's there and it's like that's just not a laugh you hear like
mm-hmm.
in your normal
I think
day. Like
I think Sua's is a bit louder, but I think
hmm.
Solar like goes a little more squeaky.
I'll have to check out another of the many like Mamamoo
I'll look into it. I'm sure
yeah.
there's just a straight compilation of Solar doing a dolphin laugh.
Well, yeah, there's so
Um,
many Mamamoo compilations that get recommended to me of like
yeah,
Solar and Wheein or Solar and it's Solar and Moonbyul are like compilations are
yeah.
everywhere.
I feel like Mamamoo doing songs like "Sleep in the Car" and "1 centimeter Taller Than You" are the same kind of vibes as like when Dreamcatcher does their self-made MVs with like Sahara and Poison Love,
Yeah.
where it's they're just kind of clowning on with Mamamoo, they're clowning on like, the songwriting, and with Dreamcatcher, they're clowning on
I remember
the
that. That's the song they did about their heights and stuff, right?
yes. Yeah, and then they have Sleep in the Car, which is about when you have to sleep in the car because your schedule goes for too long and you sleep with makeup on and it ruins your skin.
The background of
That one
this
was
right
apparently
now.
composed like at like really late at night / early in the morning when they were sitting around waiting to shoot.
So they just made a song from their actual waiting experience.
Yes.
That's pretty
There's
funny.
there's like behind the scenes of that thing, and you can see them like talking about it, and like you can tell they're tired because they're like cracked out of their mind.
Well,
It's
yeah, you
great.
know those the hours they work is like that till 4 a.m. kind of grind that when they're filming and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, Thorn of previously of CLC did like, she has her YouTube channel, or she did. I think she had to get a new one when she left Cube. But she had like a video that was titled "I Stayed Up for 24 Hours," and it was just her doing back to back to back to back to back promos where she didn't get any sleep for a full day.
It's interesting they do it that way. You feel like you'd get a lot more effective filming out of. I know it's hard because it's so expensive to do filming for a music video, but you feel like you'd get more productive energy out of them if they were actually rested than
Yeah, you would
than
think
24 consecutive hours.
Yep.
Okay, so the back of this looks like the iRobot, like robot behind her. It's got some trippy vibes going on here. All right, so I can't remember if I have heard much of this song or not, but I definitely haven't seen this video. So here we go.
내가 좀 끌리네 아무 말 해 뭐해 대답만 하면 돼 우리 둘이 같은 걸 보고 있다 생각하니 너 아이 그넌 그저 내 fishing ground 난리 다 난리 네 눈에 꿀이 drop drop it pop it 모두 바삐 여기 저기 뭐야 Wheein 허락 나비들도 뭐야 Mamamoo 모두 조금
I think Solar might be in the best shape of like any idol in K-pop.
Oh yeah, probably all that fully.
Mix of colors is really cool.
They're very like, you know, when it's red all over. Monochrome. Love that.
크롭티만 입었었지 빨간 몰랐었지
some solar
이미
rap.
그땐 이제 세계 다 커보니 여기 된 famous My friend 피글레 뚱뚱 해봐 그래봤자 넘어가면 내가 조심해 그러다 너 꿀 떨어질라 What about me 어차피 너 좋아할 거 알고 있으니 뭐 가만히 눈을 감아니까 입술 그만하네 더 달콤한 배알감이 Wheein 허락 나비들이 뭐야
I've heard a lot of hip-hop songs lately that I think
That newspaper outfit is one of the most interesting outfits I've seen in a whole video.
I can't imagine the work that went into doing that.
She was a lot more subtle with her vocals in this. Okay, so I think I just got my order switched around on me. That was really, really good. So I gotta say, like I said before that started, kind of talking about her power vocals, but she really showed a lot more of the control she has in this song to be even with that like soft high range that she used.
Yeah, like just because you can belt out those high notes doesn't mean you have to.
Yeah, there was never a moment in this like a Mamamoo song where she really used like the bunch of that power on you. It was a lot more subtle with her voice.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start with the outfits or any of that stuff. But she must have the craziest workout routine of like any of the idols. Her and like Momo from Twice probably work out like 8 hours a day or something.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like
I have to imagine it is probably from doing like some of the pole dancing and that kind of stuff because you have to have that core strength and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, sorry if you guys heard the background noise of someone singing. One of my roommates just got home and is singing to their dogs. So they sing to their dogs when they get home. That's totally normal. Okay.
That's so cute. I don't think
Um,
I might do that for my pets.
yeah, I think
I've
Momo
grabbed
would
my
just look at
dog
me.
when during like listening to Wu Sung's face. I've grabbed it and gone, I like your face, and she doesn't appreciate that. So.
Well, like last time you filmed your dog when we were playing Love Talk
Oh
during the
yeah,
live stream.
I did not consider that when I
Yeah.
was filming my cat and dog wrestling on the ground. That was unfortunate timing, but they're being very cute.
So I'm
Um,
interested. The song's called Honey, and there was the very clear, fully built honeycomb set there, which must have
yeah,
taken so much time. That was really cool, though.
yeah. The
Um,
visuals of the MV are so cool. Like I was saying, I love the monochromatic scenes where you had like pink and red and green and yellow and white, and then at the end she was like smashing the stuff in the white room and color paint was coming out of it. I thought that was very cool.
the color design in this and Wheein's video were really on point. Wheein's was like such a large palette of colors, like
Hmm.
constantly being thrown at you. This was so distinctly yellow,
Yeah,
red, green to
yeah,
white to
yeah.
like yeah, it was
Rian's
really
was
cool.
like a lot of colors, and I felt like it was very cohesive, especially at the end because she had that like purple hue throughout everything, even though there were still like greens and blues and pinks and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I know for Solar Stages she did the same thing where she would be wearing like it's all just one color, and I think that was really cool. Like you don't see a lot of that like yellow, like full yellow head to toe.
I
Um,
think like this would arguably excluding Eclipse, which is my Moonbyul favorite.
yeah,
Like, but overall, in the beginning, as I so confidently stated, I don't get bias wrecked by any of them. These were like three comebacks that could easily bias wreck someone
yeah,
of a Mamamoo member, because they all did
yeah,
such a good job. Um,
yeah.
Solar's is just always. I think Solar and Hwasa's are like very dangerous ones for everyone who's a fan of someone in the group because they're gonna get kind of spicy with
Yes,
their comebacks.
yeah.
I still think my favorite. I'll have to listen to them all just song without video, but collectively together, I think Hwasa's was my favorite. But I would put Solar's a very close second right now.
Yeah, I think Solar is my favorite. It's so catchy, and I'm obviously Solar biased.
Yeah.
Moonbyul might be my second. I don't know why. I was listening to it and it just caught me, and I was like, oh, this is really fun, and I enjoy this a lot.
Yeah.
And
Moonbyul's
then probably
collect.
Wasa, and
Sorry.
then Wheein only because it's like not a song that I would go to all the time because it is more of it's a mood thing.
Yeah, I agree with Wheein's. Like her voice is so good, but it's just not my style of song that I listen to.
I feel like there was a different song from Wheein's comeback that I liked a little bit more. Um, but and then I also really loved her last release with like watercolor and that kind of stuff. Like that was really good.
I feel like in
Um,
general, everyone in our Discord tends to enjoy like B sides a lot of the times more than main titles. But in this case, I definitely don't know. Did Hwasa even have B sides to that release?
I don't know.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. No, yeah, I'll find out. It was
Yeah,
it was really good though.
yeah.
I
And then of course I haven't listened to Moonbyul's either, if she had any B-sides. And then I know we listened to some of there's an English version of Lunatic. Um,
Interesting. I've
yeah,
never
I haven't
even
listened
heard Moonbyul speak
to
in English. I didn't even know she was fluent at all.
yeah, that's kind of surprising. Okay, have you seen the photos of Solar in the musical that she's in? Because talking about bias wrecking, that might murder you.
No, I have
I'll
not.
send them on the Discord because she looks insane.
What
But
musical
I
is
know we
this?
listened to the ones for, or at least some of them for Solar because we listened to like Big Booty.
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
I can't forget that. Okay, yeah, I remember that one now.
Apparently she wrote it or she chose it or whatever because it's something she aspires towards.
They didn't let her make a music video for that one.
I
Maybe in the works. I don't know.
maybe she'll post it on her YouTube.
I feel like
Um,
Solar's one of those people who knows and is confident in like how good she is. I feel like, you know,
Yeah.
like it really expresses it. Like her and Hwasa always have that vibe of like, we know how good we are in their
And I feel like with
videos.
Solar, like from watching her YouTube and stuff, when she wants to learn how to do something, she commits herself to it fully.
Yeah.
And she does it and she works at it until she's good at it.
I feel like if I spent
and I think that's
1
really
week
interesting.
like
Yeah.
eating and working out like Solar, I would die.
I don't even want to know.
Like I don't know what she does to be like that in shape, but it's very obvious. Like she's very athletic. Some K-pop idols are just like you could tell they probably diet extremely or something.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell Solar must be working out like all the time.
Yeah.
Like she's got like very muscular
and she
vibe
shows
to
off
it.
her abs all the time.
Yeah.
So
It's
which
crazy.
she should, because she's worked for him and she's proud of it.
Absolutely. If Wano can show me his, you know, abs all the time, she should be allowed to as well.
Oh my gosh, Wano's had some insane Instagram pics the last couple days.
I have seen before, yes.
The dude's knee, I can't get over how muscly like his knees are. Like I didn't think knees could have muscles like that.
Wano is probably someone just like Solar whose whole day is just like half the day is working out and the other half is resting from the workout.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine.
Yeah.
So altogether, these were really, really awesome comebacks. Hwasa's might end up being one of my songs of the year. The more I hear it, I'll be interested. I really enjoyed this.
But that came out in 2021.
Well, now it can't be my song of the year. So then Solar's will probably end up being one of my songs of the years.
Yeah, I liked Honey a lot more than Spit It Out. Spit It Out grew on me for sure, but it was kind of odd. It wasn't what I was expecting. I think Spit It Out was one of the reasons I stopped listening to teasers, because I really liked what I heard, and then it ended up being like just the first like 5 seconds.
The Spit It Out video is what had me in that mindset of like, this is gonna be on like the edge, you know? Like,
yeah. Oh, you mean like the fact that at the end of Spit It Out, she's in an outfit that is made of plastic?
She was much more tame, I would say, in this video comparatively to that one, stylistically.
Well, aside from the fact that that yellow outfit was like barely anything, that skirt was teeny tiny.
Yes, but Solar does it in such a I'm a badass vibe that it never feels like untastefully done or anything like that.
Well, and then like you have Hwasa who comes in and she's just like, boom, sexuality right in your face.
Hwasa in the video is literally reminding you that you're all thirsty while you're watching her video.
Yes.
Overall,
like I
think. Sorry, go ahead.
If Wheein did something like that, like what Hwasa or Solar did.
See, I'm such a Moonbyul bias. I think if Moonbyul even got close to the Hwasa vibe in a video, I would be
but she
ended.
wouldn't. She's always the one, like, she, like, doesn't do that, which I think is so fun.
Which,
I love that
to be fair, though, I thought the same of Dami from Dreamcatcher, and they just did that something cover dance.
Oh, yeah.
And I did not know Dami could pull that off like that.
Oh,
so
Dami was incredible in that.
I gotta say, I think Moonbyul, if she really wanted to just murder everyone, she totally could do something like that.
I think if Mamamoo did like that kind of thing, like a cover of something or, you know, one of those, then and they could have done like like a cat or whatever because they did an AOA cover for Queen.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Moonbyul, unlike Dami, where she did collectively, like the group, they all did those outfits. They did that performance style. Moonbyul always finds a way to have her style thrown into what they're doing. You know what I mean?
But you don't have to show a lot of skin to be sexy. So
no, I agree. You don't. But I feel like Moonbyul, if all of Mamamoo, you know, has like a certain outfit style going on, she will be there in like pantsuit next to them or something.
100%.
Which is one of the things that has always made her my favorite, because I feel like she just has her own unique vibe that fits in their group.
She and Sion from Dreamcatcher, Queens of the Pants.
Yes.
But even Sion wears skirts every once in a while. Like they did dresses for Because.
Moonbyul's just sparing us. That's all she's doing. She's just sparing our lives.
Yeah.
Collectively, I would say like one of the things that makes Mamamoo my favorite groups is that outside of their group, they're very consistent as well. It's one of the things that makes Red Velvet so good outside. Like Red Velvet solos are always really good as well, in my opinion. So I feel like Mamamoo and Red Velvet are just sitting at that top tier right there that other groups haven't even come close to dethroning for me still.
Yeah, I'd say Mamamoo's up there with my top groups. I love their work. People have said that Solar's Honey sounds like a Mamamoo song, which I can kind of see. And I love that they're just so good individually as well as together. Not that like you have to be a good group. Like you don't have to be an artist who can also be a solo artist.
For sure.
But I love that about them. And I just love their just personalities and yeah.
Yeah, you could tell they all could be successful without Mamamoo, but the fact that it's still them collectively together as well is what makes it so cool.
I'm very excited to see when they do another Mamamoo comeback with Wheein being out of RBW.
Yeah.
I
know that, I'm glad they've said they'll keep it together regardless.
Yeah, because it's known that like Wheein and Hwasa have been friends since like middle school, so I doubt that they're going to go their separate ways, and they all seem very close.
Yeah. It seems a new norm to kind of be doing things that way, because we have that situation with Big Bang right now where, like, I believe Top isn't even part of YG, right? But he is Big Bang.
The question of whether or not Big Bang will ever actually do more music together. They say they will, but, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
That's the thing. I think we've had that where groups, you know, someone leaves the company and the group stays together, but then how many examples do we have of the group then coming out with music? Like we had Vix, I mean, they all just got finished their military service, I think, but is Vix gonna have a comeback anytime soon? It'd be amazing. I'd love that. But Robbie has his own label with Wheein and freaking Ailey, which heaven help us if they ever do a full. I think they did that Christmas song together, but
yeah, they did.
Yeah. You know, and like Leo, I know has been doing a lot of musicals, and I don't know about the others, but so we say that where like, oh yeah, so and so's left the agency, but they're still in the group. The group's not broken up or disbanded. Technically, Girls' Generation is still 8.
It is the worst. Well, not really, because I get so much amazing Taeyeon content all the time, but I imagine if like you're the ultimate Girls' Generation stan, that's got to be just like the worst experience.
Well, again, like we just had Big Bang, we just had a 21 performance after 7 years. We have Girls' Generation's 15th anniversary coming up. The Sones are putting down their clown makeup and hoping for something.
I think they'll do something. Like, they're still such good friends with each other. It'll happen.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll do a song or a performance, but they'll probably at least be together, right?
Yeah. I think if there's a group,
more than we got with Big Bang.
Yeah, I do think if there's a group that will keep together, it'll be Mamamoo, even in separate companies, because they've shown kind of how close they are to each other. I feel like they'll continue together even separately, company-wise and everything.
Yeah.
I just don't see it ending yet. I just don't want it to end yet, I guess is why I feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, they renewed as Mamamoo through 2023, I think. So they'll have at least one more comeback, I bet.
Okay.
And then we'll see.
Hopefully. I don't want it to end, but it seems like 4th gen is already becoming really popular and stuff, so it's just it's crazy how fast time passes.
Do we need to play that Stick song?
That'll be the outro music playing right now. All right, that was awesome though.
Yeah,
I do think still in my order I gotta go Hwasa, Solar. Not to give a general order, they all had amazing comebacks in my opinion. It gets Honan double thumbs up. You can't see Bekah, but she's holding 2 thumbs up right now, approving of all 4 of these comebacks. I'm Honan.
I'm Rebecca, disembodied voice. Bye.